Welcome back. This is Al Red Sox Fan. You're watching Al Red Sox Fan YouTube station. This is going to be the second quarter of the 2015 Denver Broncos versus the 1965 Green Bay Packers, and we will do a quick sound check here. One, two, three, testing. Alrighty, this is Al Red Sox Fan, and thank you for joining us for the second quarter of this game, 2015 Broncos versus the 1965 Cleveland Browns. Cleveland is leading 7-0 on the Leroy Kelly punt return, but the Broncos are currently driving to start off the second quarter. Few shout outs to friends of the channel. Phil the Issues Guy, Dirty Issues, Broke Black Man 94, Ron Junkett, Retro Sports Network, Mosley Boxing, John the Irish Wildling, and JD. All the links are provided below. They're friends of the channel. Marvelous content from game reviews to movie reviews to TV show reviews. Also, sports retro play with Ron Junkett and his Retro Sports Network. Mosley Boxing, which does wonderful boxing collages of past and present fighters and events. So check out all the links below for marvelous content. I follow them all. They're good people. Now on to the second quarter with the Broncos 2nd and 1, ball on the Cleveland 46-yard line. We're going to go We're going to play a short zone, line tight. Fitchner up for run support. And we're going to play the run. Manning back to pass, deep handoff to Hillman. Yeah, that's a big run for Hillman there. Pickup of 11. So that was a sweep right. Ronnie Hillman, 11-yard gain, first down. Tackled by Galen Fisk for the Cleveland Browns. Hillman's now 7 carries, 34 yards. Ball on the Cleveland 35-yard line, as Denver is looking to tie this game back up. Manning, 2 wideouts, 1 tight end, 2 running backs in a split backfield. Manning under center. We're going to shift our defensive line right. We're going to play man. Make sure we have Parrish. Actually, we're going to get out of man. We're going to play zone. And we're going to play a short zone. Run. Manning back to pass. He's looking to throw the ball. And that is a 15-yard catch by Thomas. Tackle by Houston. 1st and 10, ball on the Cleveland 20-yard line. So on the medium cross, Manning hits Demaryius Thomas. They are now in the red zone. I formation for the Broncos. I formation, 1st and 10. So again, we're going to play a short zone. Defensive line in. Basic. Manning back to pass. There's the throw. Incomplete. As they were looking for Owen Daniels. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. Ball on the Cleveland 20. Modzelewski is leaving the field as he's a little shaken up. He's going to be out about 5 plays. Replacing Modzelewski is Jim Garcia. So 2nd and 10, 3 wideouts, 1 tight end. Manning in shotgun. C.J. Anderson behind him. The Broncos will go to the 4-2 nickel. A 4-2 nickel. They're going to play zone. They're going to send Houston on the blitz. And they're going to play pass. It looks like it's a screen set up to Anderson. And he picks up 5 yards on the screen. Tackle by Bernie Parrish. Brings up a 3rd and 5. Ball on the Cleveland 15-yard line. Manning in shotgun. 3 wideouts. Anderson behind him. 1 tight end. The Browns will stay in their 4-2 nickel. And they're going to... We're going to swap the linebackers. Going to send Houston again. Going to play the defensive line out. And we're going to play a short zone. And we're going to play pass. Manning back to pass. Looking to throw the ball. He throws over the middle. Incomplete. Daniels, the intended receiver. Barnes tipped it away, so that will bring up 4th and 5, and the field goal team comes out on the field. That's why they're the field goal team. So the Broncos will attempt to get on the board right now with a 32-yard field goal attempt. We're going to go block the kick. And there's the kick. It is good. So Cleveland now leads the Broncos 7-3. The Broncos will kick off. We will put the return on. Deep for the Cleveland Browns, Leroy Kelly. The short men for Cleveland, Roberts and Scales. Here's the kickoff by Denver. It's 1 yard deep. And we're going to return it. Kelly on the return. Here comes Leroy Kelly.
Holding. Receiving team.
Oh. So that's going to nullify a 24-yard return. And that's going to back up the Browns inside their own 10 as the Browns will take over 1st and 10 on their 6-yard line. And we're going to bring Jim Brown back in the game. And we're also going to bring Green back in the game. Ryan at quarterback, split backfield for the Browns. And we're going to go Brown, screen. So a screen to Jim Brown. It's caught by Brown. Lots of running room. Pick up a 9-yard. Stewart with the tackle. 2nd and 1 for Cleveland. We're going to go Green, dive. Ball's given to Ernie Green. Picks up the 1st down and a little more. 4-yard gain in that dive play. Von Miller on the tackle. That's Von Miller's 2nd tackle of the game. So 1st and 10, ball on the Cleveland 19-yard line. Cleveland leading 7-3. We're going to go play action fake. And short cross to Roberts on a play action fake. Ryan back to pass. He throws and it's complete. Talib on the stop. Gain of 11. Ball in the Cleveland 30. Gonna go Jim Brown. Trap left. Ball's given to Jimmy Brown. Breaks through the line. There he's got some running room. Gain of 7 for Jim Brown. Talib on the tackle again. Jim Brown now has 5 carries for 31 yards. as we will slow down this clock. 2nd and 3, ball on the Cleveland 37-yard line. We're going to go green. We're going to go run counter with green, and we're going to go trap right. Ball's given to Ernie Green, and he's got the first down as he struggles for an extra yard, a 4-yard pickup, tackled by Vance Walker. 1st and 10 for Cleveland on their 41-yard line. It's 1965 Cleveland Browns 7, the 2015 Denver Broncos 3. All right, 1st and 10. We're going to go Jim Brown. Trap right to Jimmy Brown. Ball's given to Brown. He breaks through the line. Lots of running room. He's off to the races. I don't know if they're going to catch him. And they drag him down from behind after a gain of 44 yards. Chris Harris Jr., the touchdown-saving tackle. Gene Hickerson with a huge block which sprung Jim Brown. And that will bring up 1st and 10, ball on the Denver 15-yard line. We're not going to take Jimmy Brown out of this game right now, that's for sure. As last time we did, Leroy Kelly fumbled the ball. So 1st and 10, ball on the Denver 15-yard line. We're going to go play action fake. Collins. Medium slant. Play action fake. Ryan back to pass, looking for Collins over the middle. He dumps it down. Stewart dives, but he can't reach it. Incomplete pass. So Collins was covered. He tried to dump it down to Smith, and it's incomplete. So he's trying to go to Smith after Collins was covered there. The dive was by the defender, Stewart, trying to pick the ball off. So 2nd and 10, 7:33 to go here in the first half. We're going to go Jim Brown. Sweep left. There it is. Power sweep left. Jim Brown breaks through the line and touchdown! Jim Brown scores. Excellent blocking by the Cleveland Brown offensive line, springing Jimmy Brown for the touchdown. Once again, Gene Hickerson on a tremendous block that springs Jimmy Brown, the great Hall of Famer. 15-yard touchdown run as they caught Denver in a blitz. Cleveland now leads 13-3. Grozer will come on for the extra point. There's the kick, and it's good. So the 1965 Cleveland Browns 14, the 2015 Denver Broncos 3. Deep man for Denver, Bolden. The short men for Denver, Caldwell and Norwood. Cleveland to kick deep. Bolden on the return. Brings it out to about the 30-yard line, just short of the 30, the 29, 25-yard return. Tackled by Fisk. So Denver has their work cut out for them as they're down 14-3 here. Peyton Manning comes out to the field with the offense. High formation, 2 wideouts, 1 tight end. 1st and 10 on their 29. We will continue as the Cleveland Browns in a short zone. Basic. It's a reverse. Oh, a lot of running room. Huge play. As that was a reverse to Emmanuel Sanders. Great blocking by Matt Paradis to spring Sanders on the wide receiver reverse. Gain of 25 yards. Tackle by Bernie Parrish. That's his 6th tackle of the game. 1st and 10 on the Cleveland 46. So a little razzle-dazzle there by the Denver Broncos and Peyton Manning. We will once again stay in a short zone. Play basic. Manning back to pass. Intercepted by Fisk. As Manning threw into the short zone, Fisk jumped the route and has his first interception of the season. So after a nice drive, a start to a nice drive, Manning throws an interception and Cleveland will take over the ball in great field position at the Denver 48, 1st and 10. A devastating turnover for Peyton Manning and the Denver Broncos. As the Cleveland Browns are smelling blood in the water right now. We're going to go play action pass. Collins. Long slant. Ryan back to pass, looking to go deep. He throws to Collins.
Encroachment.
It's
Defense.
juggled and lost.
Number 98. 5-yard penalty.
So the Denver defense was offsides. We will accept it, as we would rather had Collins catch the ball, but he was hit by Harris and the ball came loose. So it'll bring up a 1st and 5 for Cleveland. We're going to go Jim Brown. Actually, we're going to go play action fake again. We're going to go Collins. And you know what? Try again. Long slant. Ryan back to pass on the play action, looking for Collins. Under pressure. He throws. Oh! He tried to throw underneath to Smith, who is not a pass-catching tight end. The Browns don't have a pass-catching tight end. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 5 as the Browns looked out there. That ball could have been easily picked off. I could be getting a little too greedy. So we're going to go Jim Brown. Dive play to Jimmy Brown. They're keying that. So we're going to go short slant to Collins. Here comes the rush. Collins, he misses Collins over the middle. Incomplete as the safety was blitzing, and Ryan had to throw a little quicker than he wanted to, and he missed Collins on the short slant. So Denver's defense has come up big here, leading to a 3rd and 5 after the turnover. 3rd and 5. Gonna go Jim Brown, trap left. Ball's given to Brown, breaks through the line, but he will not get the 1st down, as he only picks up 3 yards. Tackled by Malik Jackson. 4th and 2, ball on the Denver 40. 4% chance of making a Lou Groza field goal. We will not be going for the field goal. 4th and 2. We have Jim Brown. We're going to go trap left with Jim Brown, yes. They're keying that. We're going to continue with the play. Here it is. Here goes Jimmy Brown. He picks up the 1st down, a 4-yard gain. Tough running by the great Jim Brown, who's now 9 carries, 97 yards, and 1 touchdown, as we're going to start slowing this down here, as we have 5 minutes and 9 seconds left in the first half, with the 1965 Cleveland Browns leading the 2015 Denver Broncos 14-3. When you have Jim Brown in the backfield, you use him. You don't worry about punting, in my opinion. So we're going to bring in Leroy Kelly to spot Jim Brown. Kelly had a huge fumble after a huge punt return for a touchdown. Smith, we're going to bring Brewer back in. Okay. So we have Brewer in the game. And we have Ernie Green. So we're going to go Ernie Green. And we're going to go trap left with Ernie Green. Oh! Green busts through the line as it looks like the Denver was blitzing. Pickup of 8 yards as he ran right by. It looks like they were blitzing. Yes, they sent 3 delayed blitzers, the Broncos, and Ernie Green ran right by them for 8 yards. Ernie Green is now 5 carries for 24 yards as the Cleveland Browns are taking their time here. So Green's down to 91. We're going to bring in... Actually, you know what? We're not going to bring in Scales. We're going to go... Can we go to... We're going to go double tight end, 1 running back, which is Leroy Kelly. Second and 2. We're going to go play action fake. And we're going to go to Gary Collins. Long slant. Ryan back to pass, and he's going to be sacked. Oh boy, we tried it for a big play there, and Collins was sacked by Malik Jackson as he blew right in, and that is a 9-yard loss. So that's going to from a second and 2. We try to get cute there. It's now a 3rd and 11. So we're going to keep the 2 tight end formation here. We're going to go Kelly, and we're going to go screen. So here comes the screen to Leroy Kelly. Dumps it down. Incomplete. So a very good hold by the Denver defense there. Brings up a 4th and 11. A Lou Groza field goal is 30%. So we're not going to go for that. The ball is on the Denver 37. Going to go to the basic. And we're going to bring Jim Brown back in the game. We have Ernie Green and Brown in the backfield. 4th and 11. We're going to run a draw with Jim Brown. And there's the draw. Brown has some running room, but he's going to be tackled short of the first down. I didn't think a punt would give us that much. So Denver will take over on the 4th down stop at their own 32 as Jim Brown picked up 5 yards in the draw, and he now has 10 carries for 102 yards and a touchdown. 2:29 to go here in the first half with the 1965 Cleveland Browns 14, the 2015 Denver Broncos 3. So Cleveland could not capitalize on the Manning interception as the Broncos defense holds them to no points. Broncos have 4 wideouts. Manning under center, Anderson behind him. We're going to switch to our 4-2 nickel. And we're going to 4-1 dime. Okay, we're going to play zone. We're going to play our defensive line out. Hopefully they don't try to run a draw with Anderson. And we're going to play pass. And there's the handoff to Anderson. And he's going to pick up about 8 yards there as Eric Barnes pulls him down for his first tackle. So they went dive. They stretched the field out. I fell for it. And they went with a dive with Anderson, and we're not going to call a timeout, no. So 2:18 to go here. Denver calls a timeout. 2nd and 2, ball on the Denver 40-yard line. 4 wideouts, 1 running back behind Manning, who's in the shotgun. We're going to play zone, and we're going to play pass. Manning back to pass, and he's going to get sacked! That's Wiggins' 2nd sack of the game. As he blew right in. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 8. We're not going to call timeout. And the offense will not run a play and will go down to the 2-minute warning. So another sack by Wiggins. That's his 2nd of the game. 3rd and 8 with 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Manning and the Broncos, 4 wideouts. Manning in shotgun. Anderson behind him. Browns are in a 4-1 dime. We're going to play a deep zone. Actually, we're going to play a regular zone. And we're going to play our defensive line out. Let's see if Wiggins can get sack number 3. And we're going to play pass. Manning has the ball. He's looking to throw it. And he dumps it down to Sanders. He picks up the first down. He's off the races. Sanders. And that's a huge play. A gain of 43. And he gets out of bounds. The clock stops on that short out to Sanders. And it looked like he broke a tackle there. Yes, he did. Bentz couldn't hold on to him. And he rumbles for 43 yards. Bernie Parrish finally drives him out of bounds. That's Parrish's 7th tackle. Big play by Peyton Manning and Sanders. 1st and 10, ball on the Cleveland 23, a minute 46 to go here before the half. 4 wideouts. 1 running back, Anderson, behind Manning, who's in the shotgun. Browns are in a 4-1 dime. Here we go. Browns defensive line are going to play to the out, try and get pressure here on Manning. Pass. Manning back to pass. He's looking to throw. He has good protection. Incomplete as he tried to dump it down to Anderson as all of his wideouts were covered downfield. 2nd and 10. Minute 43 to go here in the first half. Broncos trailing the Browns 14-3. Manning in shotgun, 4 wideouts. Anderson behind him. Browns are in a 4-1 dime. 2nd and 10. Browns will play zone. They're going to play their defensive line in. Pass. Manning back to pass. He's looking to throw the ball. And that is complete for a 5-yard gain. As Walter Beach forces out Darius Thomas, the clock is stopped. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 5 ball in the Cleveland 18-yard line. As Manning hits Thomas on the short out. As they had an extra blocker in there. So they've kept an extra blocker in because Cleveland's been able to get pretty good pressure on Peyton Manning. So 3rd and 5. Denver, 4 wideouts. Manning in the shotgun. Anderson behind him. Browns are in a 4-1 dime. Browns will play a zone. And they're going to send Houston on the blitz. Here comes the pass. Manning goes back. Houston gets in and gets a sack on Peyton Manning. So that's a 7-yard loss, bringing up a 4th and 12. So we sent Houston on the blitz. He came through. Big hit on Manning, and he sends him down to the turf. 4th and 12, and I do believe Denver will be bringing out their field goal team. We're not going to call timeout. Or should we? Yeah, we will call timeout. So we call timeout. That's going to bring out the field goal unit for the Broncos. They're on the 25, so that will make it a 42-yard field goal attempt, I believe, as you add 17, right? That's correct. So we're just going to watch for the fakes. I'm not going to put a punt block on because I don't want to hit the kicker. And there's the field goal right down the middle. So it was a 43-yard field goal attempt for McManus. And he now has 2 field goals and 6 points. So Denver cuts into the Browns' lead. As now, Cleveland 14, Denver 6. Denver is a touchdown and a 2-point conversion away from tying this game. So after the big Denver stop on defense, they come down. They don't get a touchdown, but they kick a field goal, and they stay right in this game. Deep for the Browns, Kelly. Shortmen are Roberts and Scales. We will put the return on. Here's the kick. 2 yards deep in the end zone. We're going to return it. As Leroy Kelly is absolute magic. That's a pretty good
Illegal
return.
block. Receiving team.
God, another one. So Kelly picks up 28 yards, but that's not going to matter. As we have an illegal block, which again puts us inside our 10. So the Browns will start off 1st and 10 on the 5-yard line. So we're going to give it to Jim Brown. Sweep right. Here comes Jimmy Brown, and he breaks through. Pickup of almost 10 yards. As we're going to go slow. I don't even want it. We're going to get the ball first in the second half. So it's 2nd and inches. And can we kneel down? Actually, I don't want to kneel down. We're going to pick up this first down first. 2nd and inches. We're going to go Ernie Green dive. Ball given to Green. Blitz. He gets through. First down. 21 seconds, no play. And that ends the first half with the 1965 Cleveland Browns 14 and the 2015 Denver Broncos 6. We'll be back for the third quarter of this very exciting game as Cleveland will be receiving the ball. We'll do that. We won't kick off yet, though. So at the half, once again, the 2015 Denver Broncos 6, the 1965 Cleveland Browns 14. This is Al Red Sox fan saying I'll be back shortly for the third quarter. Thank you for watching. Come back for the third quarter and the second half of this game. Health and happiness. See you soon. Take care.